Hey, everybody, welcome to the live stream. I'm Steve Wicks, I'm your tech guy, and I'm here today. We're going to do some testing. We've got two legendary microphones that we're going to, just do some testing to see who's going to win this battle. Okay. For many of you who've already started investigating a microphone for your content creation, some of you start out using your cell phones. Some of you all start out using webcams and your podcast or your videos for YouTube, and you start out with just a microphone that you have available to you. And a lot of times that's your camera microphone or your cell phone microphone. And then you're like, okay, I need to upgrade, right? And so you start researching microphones. And there are two microphones. When I started my journey, there were two microphones that really stood out. The first one, because of the price, it was it was price right. It was the Samson Q2U. Okay, I kept hearing that this was a decent microphone. If you're ready to level up, you go to the Samson Q2U. And the link, the Amazon link is in the description, by the way, if you want to jump ahead and just click that. But the other microphone was the legendary microphone. This is this one, right? The one that a lot of podcasters use, Joe Rogan and a lot of the big podcasters, they use this bad boy here, which is the Shure SM7b, or in this case, it's the Shure SM7db. There's just a little slight difference there, but I'm actually using this because you can use it as a SM7b or SM7db. I'm actually using this right now as a SM7b. All right, and if you don't know what that means, it doesn't matter. Just know that Shure is a legendary company. They have a lot of microphones that are used professionally around the world and highly regarded, and is probably with podcasting is one of those industry standard mics. Okay, so this one costs a little bit more than the Samson Q2U, and I had to level up to this one. Okay, but when I started out with the Samson Q2U, this bad boy right here. Now you'll see this, and right now I'm actually using the Shure SM7b. So when I'm talking, I'll make sure that you know exactly which mic is being used. So right now I'm using the Shure SM7db. Now, this right here, you'll see online. This is what it looks like. If you were to look it up in Amazon, this is what it's going to look like. It does come with a pop filter like this. It's not this particular pop filter. This is a different one that I put on here, but it does come with a pop filter. And with the pop filters, if you don't know what a pop filter does, it just stops the plosives. Like if I did not have a pop filter on this and I just did the P sound in here, it would just it would explode and be very, very loud, and it does not sound good in content. So with a microphone like this, you usually want to have a pop filter on here. You'll see people out and about, and they might have a microphone and it's not covered, but they're not close to it. They kind of back up away from it, because if you get close up on it, like you do in a podcast, and you say that P's plosive sound, it's going to sound terrible. But this is what it looks like. Let me go ahead and give you the overhead shot here. Now, I'm using this XLR connection here. As you can see, this is also, you can use it just with a regular laptop or a computer by USB. And there's a little connection here, if you can see that. There's a connection here. You can plug in USB to a computer. But if you have an audio interface like I have over here, which is the Rodecaster Pro 2, you need a professional XLR connection, and that goes into the back of this right there. Okay, so we're using the XLR connection on the microphone right now, which is this thick cable here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put the pop filter back on here. All right, pop filter back. All right, let you see what I'm doing here. So I put the pop filter back on here because we're going to do the testing in just a moment. All right, so we're going to try to keep things fair. We're going to try to make this a fair fight. And so what I've done is on my Rodecaster Pro, I have very similar settings. Okay, so this microphone, the Shure SM7db, is going into this interface, and I've got the setting on podcast. It's a kind of a automatic setting that you can put. You got a few here. You got neutral, you got podcast studio, and you've got broadcast. And I put it on podcast, and that's what we're going to test out the other one on podcast as well. All right. So this is the Shure SM7db. All right. And look, it sounds good. I love the way that this sounds. Now I'm going to switch over to this microphone, and I'm going to show you the differences that I think that you'll hear. Now I've already switched over. So now I'm on the Samson Q2U, and it sounds similar, right? It sounds similar, but it does sound a little different. Okay. I don't know if you can hear it, but I do have the same settings here, pretty much on my Rodecaster Pro 2 that I have for this one here. All right. And so, but it sounds good. You know, if you were doing a podcast and this is the voice that you heard in the podcast, I think it sounds pretty good. Now, this is significantly priced. You know, it's very more affordable than this one here. This one is roughly usually about $100, about $99 is about usually what these run. Okay, and I can show you what that looks like here. All right. So for the Samson Q2U, here's the website, and again, you know, it's usually about this amount of money. And it's for podcasting. You can buy a couple of these and have a good podcast with you and a guest, and spend about $200 for this microphone. And this is the one that you're hearing right now. This is the Samson Q2U, and I think it sounds pretty good. It doesn't sound bad at all. So this is the Samson Q2U, and again, it's about $99. Now I'm going to switch over to the other microphone. Let me go to the Shure. Now, all right. So now this is the Shure, and you can hear the difference. Now I've switched over, and you can hear me speaking with the Shure. Now, again, you may not hear the difference. A lot of people may not hear the difference. People who are, you know, into audio, they may hear the difference, but some people may not. And, well, let's see, why is it still? I am not certain why you're still seeing that. I'm trying to show you the Shure webpage. Let me do this. So, I think it's stuck on that other page. But anyway, that's what happens when you go live, guys. You get little things happen like this. I don't know why it is doing that. Let me go away from it here and try to go back. There we go. I don't know what happened with that, but now this is the page for the Shure SM7db, and you can see a very significant difference in price. Okay, so you can see how, you know, this is definitely a higher price microphone, but I will say that there is a legend that this is the microphone that Michael Jackson used when he recorded Thriller. Okay, so this is one of those, you know, very highly professional microphones. And, you know, there is a difference. Now, let me show you one of the biggest differences that is just immediately, I think you can notice. Now, I am tapping the desk here. I'm tapping the desk, and I just tap some keys. Now, you probably can't hear that because this microphone, it is very good at it's hearing your voice and excluding everything else. Okay, it's very good at that. So I'm tapping the desk, tapping the keys. You probably can't hear it. Now I'm going to switch over to this microphone and do the same thing, and I want you to hear the difference. Okay, let me get rid of that. Okay, now, so now I'm over to the Samson Q2U mic, as you can hear. And now I'm tapping on the desk and I'm tapping the keys. And you can probably hear that. That is the difference between a $99 mic and this mic right here. So there is definitely a difference in terms of the quality, in terms of how it, just it excludes the sounds that you don't want, and it accentuates your voice. That's what this does really well. This does that, but not as good as this one. Okay, so if you are budget conscious and you need a good microphone, again, I think this sounds great, and this may do the trick as long as you don't kind of bump around the table and do things like that. But there's a lot of handling noise. There's a lot of handling noise that comes with the Samson Q2U that does not happen with this, and I'll show you. See this? If you were fiddling around with it, moving it, you're going to hear it on the Samson Q2U. But if you were with the Shure, now I'm back on the Shure, now you don't hear that as much. Okay. I'm tapping the bass. Okay, definitely a difference in terms of the handling noise. So that is my observation. Who's the winner? Which one do you like? Do you like the Samson Q2U, which I think sounds good enough if you're doing a podcast or if you're doing a YouTube video? Or do you like the Shure SM7db? I want to know, but ultimately, you decide. You decide. It is your choice. It's your dollars. It's your podcast. It's your content. You tell me which one you think sounds the best. And I just want to do this quick test because I know that when I was looking for a microphone, I really was trying to find as many examples of the difference so that I can know whether I should try to stretch myself and get the higher price microphone, or if I could go and get the Samson Q2U. And I ultimately went with the Samson Q2U, until I could get my hands on a Shure. So it is up to you. And again, I'm going to switch it over one more time so you can kind of hear the difference. This is the Shure SM7db. And this is the Samson Q2U. So now there are just little quite small differences here in the sound, but I think they both sound good. They have their distinct qualities about themselves, but again, it's up to your personal choice and your dollar, what you can afford. If you can afford a $99 mic, and you can't afford the higher price mic, then you know that this is an option for you. But just try to keep all of your movements and everything to a minimum. Okay. All right. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know again, and like and share, please. At least like it, and then also subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get this channel to grow, and it really does make a difference to get that support for you to just click that like button or the subscribe button. So please do that. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much, guys. Take care. We'll see you soon. I'm Steve, the Tech Guy.